Hello Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of April 19th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements if you're not sure what they are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Capricorn, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message from source to you, something that they want you to consider so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, my love, let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week for the Capricorn collective for the week of April 19th, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Ace of Wands. What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? At the bottom of the deck, you have Four of Pentacles. What situation in your life are you still holding on to? Okay. Why is the Ace of Wands the tarot card of the week here for the Capricorn collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? The Ace of Swords popped out of the deck. The Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Hierophant. A little stubborn energy there, Taurus energy. It's your sister sign, brother sign of Taurus. Okay, let's see where we go with this message. Clarify the Ace of Swords here, please. Clarify the Ace of Swords for the Capricorn collective. Okay. Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands is clarified by the Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Cups. The Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hierophant is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Empress. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Okay. Please don't be offended. These messages tend to be a little bit difficult. I'm just a messenger, okay? I'm a friend, okay? Friend here. Ally. It's very clear and obvious from the readings I've been doing for the Capricorn collective that you feel very betrayed by an individual. Now, that degree of betrayal is different. You know, for some of you, someone lied to you. For others of you, you caught someone in a lie by omission. There could be betrayal here. However long ago this happened, whether it happened a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, or 6 years ago, 30 years ago for some of you, you're still holding on to it. You're very stubbornly holding on to it. And I think whether you want to connect with this person, like reconnect with them again, or stay in connection with them again, or not, it's becoming increasingly difficult, or will become increasingly difficult for you to find true emotional contentment, either within the connection with the person who did this to you, or outside of this connection. And it's because you're holding on to what this person did to you. And I don't know who that Two of Cups person is. And again, I don't know how long ago this happened. But I know that you hold on to this almost like a battle, like not a battle cry. It's like you hold on to it like, this is my truth, right? This is what this SOB did to me however long ago. I think what Source is trying to say to you is something new is trying to come into your life. And you need to clear up some energetic space to allow it to come in. It could be a new friend, a new creative idea, just something new. It could be a new romantic partner. It could be recreating the passion in the relationship with the person who did this to you, like if it's a romantic partner. But the new beginning, or the new, I'll call it a new opportunity, is having difficulty coming in because you're holding on to all of this resentment and anger. There's a lot of anger here that I'm feeling. And I'm not sure how many people know about this either. I think for a lot of you, you're holding a lot of this in. And even if people know what's going on, I don't think they really know the degree that it has affected you. So you're holding on to something that someone did to you. And Source is just asking you this week to go within and be honest with yourself. I mean, when you're happy, how truly happy are you? Even if like you don't want anything to do with this person again, like I don't blame you. That's right, your choice. But when you're hanging out with your kids or your pets or your plants, or you're watching a funny movie on TV, like how happy are you truly at your core? Because I feel like this is what you portray to the world. Like, I'm all happy and healthy, but I think this is what you are on the inside. I think you're worn down. And I think you're worn down because you're carrying an emotional weight of what someone did to you. And you're stubbornly holding on to this. And please don't be mad at this message either. You continue to nurture the wound instead of healing the wound. So maybe you think about it very often, or you talk about it a lot, even if it happened like many, many years ago. There's something here of like, you're still, because you're holding on to it, you're nurturing it by thinking about it. Like you are feeding it energy. It should have died a long time ago. I know that sounds rough, but it should have died a long time ago, or you should be well into the process already of healing and letting this go, and you're really not. So this reading doesn't have much to do with whether or not you want to reconnect with this person, stay friends with this person, bring the passion back, into the relationship. If this is, a marital partner for some of you with that Hierophant energy, there's just something here, like whether you want them in your life or not is inconsequential. It's the bitterness that you're holding on to in that Four of Pentacles. Look, we had Justice here twice. You feel very, very wronged by this person. Very, very wronged by this person. And there's a danger here that can occur if you hold on to that Ten of Swords for too long. First of all, if you want to keep this person in your life in that Three of Cups, like you want to be able to reconnect with them, or, reconcile the connection with them, you're going to hold this over their head because you haven't completely healed it. So anytime because you're holding on to it because it was not right what they did, the moment anything happens between you and them, you're going to throw it in their face. It's a judgment call you're going to make. You're going to end up throwing it in their face. Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. This is like when they don't do something that you want, or when you try to get a little victory over them. I just be mindful of that, because if your goal is to reconcile the relationship, if your goal is to keep this person in your life, you're going to have a very difficult time doing that if you're not addressing the wound. Instead, you're nurturing it energetically because you're thinking about it so much. And it can really turn you very jaded and very bitter towards this person, that one connection that you're trying to heal. For others of you, if you don't want this person in your life, that's okay. And maybe for some of you, this is an ex that you left a long time ago. But when conversations come up, it's okay to discuss what happened to you back then. But some people can tell that it's coming from a wounded place, like you haven't fully healed or reconciled what that person did to you, even if it happened many years ago or decades ago. So there's a wound here in the Capricorn collective. Whether this person's still in your life or not, whether you want to bring them back into your life or keep them in your life, inconsequential. You're holding on to the pain. You're nurturing the pain. It's affecting your happiness. And if you're looking for any type of reconciliation with this person, it will most definitely affect that reconciliation as well. So if this message is resonating for you, Source just wants you to be honest with yourself. First step, you don't have to do it all this week, that you are still holding on to some anger, pain, or resentment for what this person did. There's something new. I want to grab cards on that real quick. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But something new is trying to come in, and it's having difficulty. So twofold message there. One, you're holding on to this, whether you want the person in your life or not. It's affecting your happiness. And if you want the person in your life, it will absolutely affect the way you interact with them, or whether or not you throw it in their face, or how much trust you can rebuild with this person after they did this Ten of Swords to you. The other message is this is energetically occupying space for something new to come in. So if you do want reconnection with this person, it'll be almost impossible to get there because, again, you're holding on to the pain and the resentment. You're not fully healing it. For others of you, if you don't want this person and you just kind of like want to move on in your life, there's something new that wants to come in, and it literally can't come in. I want to get a couple cards on that Ace of Wands. It can't come in because you're holding on to this. So really quick, the analogy that I can give you is you have a closet of clothes and shoes and pocketbooks, wallets, whatever it is that you use, right? And the whole closet is just jam-packed, right? If you wanted to buy another article of clothing, you would have absolutely no room in that closet to put it in. But truth be told, some of those clothes in there you don't wear anymore. They don't fit you anymore. They're out of style. They're out of date. It's time to Ten of Swords them. Like, it's time to clean them out. It's time to do an inventory and remove them, so you can create space to buy new clothes, right? New fashion styles that you want, new sets of shoes. So the way that the pain works in this respect is very much the same way. It is occupying energetic space in your life. You're maxed out on it. And in order for something new to come in, you need to let go of it. And the only way to let go of it is to acknowledge it's still there and then to actively heal it. And then you'll have room for something new to come in. So I would visualize that closet there and say, yep, this is the section of the Ten of Swords that something new wants to come in and can't come in because you're still holding on energetically to that pain there. I want to know what's the new thing that's trying to come in. Tell me what is new that's trying to come in, the passionate new beginning. Tell me about the new that wants to come in for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Thank you. The new. The Tower, Justice, and the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Whatever you want it to be. Seven of Cups, the World, and the Ace of Cups. There's the new. And the new can only come in when you actively work on healing that wound. Whatever caused that Tower moment for you. The destruction, the despair, whatever crumbled. Whatever was unfair. You need to actively work on that. And once you do that and you're able to close the door on the pain, the new opportunity comes in. And the length of time between this and this is going to vary for all of you. It could be days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years. But this will continually have a difficult time getting in as long as you're holding on to this. So this needs to be processed. The ending, the Tower, whatever was unfair, unjust. The Capricorn Collective needs to actively work on healing it. Again, whether you want that person in your life or not, inconsequential. But it definitely needs to be healed. And I think step one this week is just acknowledging that you're holding on to some bitterness and resentment from however long ago that occurred to you. I feel like step one is just like the acknowledgement is very important. From there, Hermit to the Page of Cups to the Three of Cups, you can work with social groups, a therapist, counselor, online community groups to start, helping you heal that Ten of Swords. The Hermit could be seen as a therapist or a counselor. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice this week. Four Pentacles. That pain that you're holding on to, Hermit to the Hermit. Go within, Tower. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. It's time for tranquility, stability, harmony, peace to be restored to you, to your home, to your life. It's damn near impossible for it to come in until you take action on this. The Four of Wands is the third decan of Aries. So it will require action on your part. So Source is saying, yeah, just go within this week. Have this epiphany, this realization that you're still holding on to something that happened to you. And I'm not saying that whoever did it was just or fair or that you deserved it. That's not what this message is saying. This message is saying, please acknowledge that you're holding on to something which is occupying energetic space. There's something really beautiful, new, passionate, exciting that wants to come into your life, and it's incapable of coming in. This needs to be addressed and healed first. That is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week ahead. That is your tarot card of the week. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.